Hi everyone, I'm Marcy and I'm in El Paso, Texas, a borderland city that holds a special place in my heart because I lived here for a number of years when I was right out of college in my early 20s. And if there's anything I remember fondly about this place, it's the beautiful bilingual culture, the star on the mountain, and of course, Chico's Tacos.
3 singles, 1 double. Double cheeseburgers.
Chico's Tacos has been an El Paso institution since 1953, and it's kind of hard to explain why it's so popular. It's just one of those things where if you get it, you get it. They serve rolled tacos that are drowned in this tomato and chili broth, and they're topped with tons of cheese. In Spanish, they would be called flautas ahogadas, but they're not so much authentic Mexican food as it is a really unique Tex-Mex food. And today I'm reacquainting my taste buds with them after many, many years because I want to share a Chico's Tacos copycat recipe with you. So here goes.
Yum.
I forgot how messy they are because they get so soggy. Good stuff.
There's not enough sauce.
You like them? They taste exactly the way I remember.
I gotta be honest, it tastes better than they look.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. So I'm back home now and ready to get started, but quickly let me go over what you're going to need. For the tomato soup-like base, you'll need 4 to 5 tomatoes plus 1 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. Then you'll need about 1/4 of a white onion, 2 garlic cloves that we're going to mince, 4 cups of chicken broth. You'll need salt and pepper to taste. That's about 1/2 teaspoon of salt for me and a little less pepper, and then 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. Then for the taquitos, you're going to need 1 pound of ground beef. You'll need some chopped white onion. This is probably about 1/4 cup. Some salt to taste. You'll need corn tortillas and some vegetable oil for frying. We're going to need some finely shredded cheddar cheese. And then at the very end, we're going to top this with a green tomatillo salsa. Now, I've shared my recipe with you on how I make this before, and I'll go ahead and include a link for you. But I'll also put the information in the description box because I made it slightly different today. I typically use avocado in mine, but today I left that out because I'm pretty sure they don't include that in the Chico's Tacos salsa. But anyway, that's it. Let's go ahead and get started. I've filled a large saucepan with water and placed it on my stovetop over medium-high heat, and I'm going to drop in the tomatoes and let them come to a boil, and then just let them cook until the skins burst. It should take about 20 minutes or so. Once they're cooked, I remove them from the pan and place them into my food processor. I'll add in the tomato sauce, the onion, the minced garlic, and all the seasonings. Finally, I take about 1/2 cup of water that was left in the saucepan and add that in as well. This is just enough liquid to get things moving around. Once fully pureed, I set it aside. Empty the rest of the water that was in the saucepan. Place it back on the burner and drizzle just a little oil to coat the bottom. Then pour in the tomato mixture and let it come to a low boil. Now we can pour in the 4 cups of chicken broth, which is what's going to give it that runny consistency that Chico's is famous for. But here's the thing. I know a lot of people think that it's weird, that it's just too soupy. So if you're one of those people, just don't put as much. That's the beauty of cooking at home. You can customize it to your own liking. I'm going to try to make it closer to the original recipe. So I'm going to pour all of this in and then just let it cook for another 5 to 10 minutes. Once fully cooked, I turn off the burner and cover with the lid so that it stays warm, and I can make the taquitos. For this, I'm cooking the ground beef in a skillet with just a little oil, and I'm just going to break it up as it begins to brown. I make a little well on the side to drop in the onion and let it cook up a bit. Then I start mixing it all together. When all the meat is browned, I add in the salt and give it a good mix. Now at this point, if you want, you can add additional seasonings, garlic powder, chili powder, more cumin. But I'm trying to keep this as close to the Chico's recipe as possible. And all this has is the onion and the salt. And this is pretty much done. So now I heat up the corn tortillas. I'm using a comal, but any skillet will do. You just want them warm enough so they become pliable and won't crack when rolling them. Once all the tortillas are heated, fill them with a little of this meat mixture and roll tightly. You don't want to overfill them because they should be relatively thin. Then carefully place your rolled tacos with the seam side to the bottom into the hot oil and let them fry on one side until crispy before flipping them over and letting them cook on the other side. Place the taquitos on some paper towels to allow the excess oil to drain and continue making as many of these taquitos as you desire. When it's time to serve, you take your taquitos and place them in a bowl. Ladle some hot tomato sauce over them. And sprinkle a healthy amount of cheese on top. To complete this, we put some of this tomatillo salsa on top. And then get ready for a Tex-Mex taste you won't soon forget. Here it goes. I love that they're crunchy and soggy at the same time. Some people don't get it, but I definitely do. I just think they're delicious and they're fun to eat. You'll have to let me know in the comments if you've been to Chico's Tacos, and if you have, what you think of them. I look forward to reading those comments after I'm done eating. Thanks so much for checking out this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more cooking inspiration. You can also follow me at Marcy Inspired on Instagram and Facebook. Until next time, blessings from my kitchen to yours.